Hello world! Today, we continue with part 2 of Hypocrites and Liars, as our host continues to share his thoughts on today's political landscape. Now let's join our host Lamar Bearden.
Hey, you people, you old people, you want to vote for Kamala Harris? Like she brought all this hell, her and Joe Biden, in this country. And you elderly people, if anybody ever cuts your Social Security off, my Social Security, it would be Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. It would never be Donald Trump. I don't think there's nobody in the Republican Party that's sorry. If they are, they ought to be kicked out. And I'm gonna keep on this show, and if you don't like it, you turn it off. But I see so many people in need, and then I hear you hypocrite and politicians standing there with and looking on in the camera and telling the biggest lie you ever told. Like this guy here says, it's impossible to take care of the homeless. There's not enough money. See, you people want to vote for Harris. And I know Donald Trump is arrogant. He says some stupid things and all that. But I don't care about him being Donald Trump. I don't care if his name was, Hojo or the Mojo. All I know is when I was working while he was president, I done good in business. I seen business good. I seen prices down. And you know, when I was in line up a truck come from California delivers a product to me, when Donald Trump's in there, it was only like a couple $1,000. Now it's $5,000 to $10,000 to get a load of product from California. And you know why? That's proof. Evidence. There's the evidence right there. And when the truck guy here delivered the material, like, just say fruit from California, vegetables and all that, when that truck got here, it's distributed in these stores. It used to cost them maybe 25 cents for a head of lettuce. Just say a head of lettuce or a head of cabbage or, you know what. And now it's costing them 50 cents. I'm just using that for example. And then they have to charge you maybe $1. These grocery stores and stuff are not price gouging. That's a lie. Red Lobster and so many stores are going out of business, cutting back on their different places. Some of them are quitting, shutting down their businesses in certain areas because of crime. These immigrants that come in here, they ain't coming over here. They ain't all coming here to better themselves, except a crooked way. Get your head out of the ground. You know, my ostrich sticks his head in the ground and he thinks it's safe. That's what you American people are doing today. That are voting for Kamala Harris. You got your head in the ground and you don't pull it out and look around you every once in a while. One day while your head's in the ground, the rest of you is going to be gone. You'll pay for what you vote for. You cannot miss all this stuff. I comma, she's a woman. I guess. I mean, you know, the way, I don't know. Supposedly she's a woman, let's put it that way. How in the crap does that make her a good president because she's a woman? Now, we wondered about, what's the name of Obama and his wife? There's a lot of stuff told. But he was a piece of crap, too, for a president. Oh, I'm racist. Yeah, I'm racist. I don't have to be racist to see what's going on. So that's the problem. You can't see. First woman president. And then it might be the last president for this country. Talk about democracy. If this administration is in office and not trying to destroy democracy, that's never been done. We talk about democracy, but we don't know what it means. But I do. I see it. When they say, this day here, you don't have to have an ID to vote. That's destroying democracy. You can be from any country in the world, but you don't have to prove that you're an American citizen to vote. That is destroying democracy. Our democracy is just like Jesus said, and I have to bring him up because he gives me this breath I'm breathing. Jesus said you got two roads to travel. You go the wide road that leads to destruction, or you go the straight road, which is righteousness and truth and honesty and love and kindness. That straight road he's talking about is a hallelujah road, a righteous road. And we got our government. They got the Bible to go by too, but they don't go by it. It was in our Declaration of Independence. Our Bible was formed in the way the Bible reads, and the way that we should be was in our democracy and our Constitution. And then we don't have that pleasure of free speech now, and that's why the NBC cut me off. Maybe somebody called in and didn't like what I say. I had it to happen to me in Springfield, Massachusetts. The guy hated what I said. But what I said, he'll face one day. You know what the guy told me one time? Anybody has to bankrupt this, there's no excuse for them. Because he had a lot of money and he could pay his bills. It's something that you have to do if you overload yourself in debt. And you take all your assets and you waste them, you spend them, and there's no assets, no money. That's what's going on with our government. The only asset they got is us taxpayers. We're the asset. If Elon Musk, and I said it the other day on a show, if Elon Musk give his $250 billion, all the billionaires give all their money to Kamala Harris and this administration, they would blow it within 6 months or a month. They would give it away. See, they talk about taxing the rich more and more and more. I think the rich should pay good taxes. I don't think they should have a free ride, but there's a limit to taxing people. You know, the money that they use to restart a company supplies the poor man a job. They have to be someone that has the money to create jobs and create more employment. They have to have that. So, if you take all the money from the rich, Miss Robin Hood, and the rest are no more than where you going to get the money after you done give it all away. You know where you're going to get it, and you're going to want to take it from the hard-working people, just like you're doing right now. And then the veterans.
Sure.
This guy running against Marjorie Greene says we're going to take care of the veterans. I'll be honest with you, I have never seen no politician in there take care of the veterans like they should be. Never. That graveyard, them graveyards are so full of soldiers that have lost their life for us to be free. And you're going to let some devil come in here, your sons, your daughters, your brothers, your sisters, whoever, went to war or stood at a guard gate and some enemy blowed their head off because he was there protecting us. You're going to let something like Kamala Harris be voted in office. You people today is early voting. You need to get out and vote. And you need to vote for something that matters. And this country does matter. I had a brother-in-law, he went to Vietnam. He fought in the Korean War. But he lived through it. He passed away a while back, 10 years ago or more. And he fought in all them wars. And he would brag on our military and our leaders. His name was Kenneth Moreland. And he would brag on the generals and how great they were and how they respected them and everything. But a soldier can't do that no more. We got a bunch of one-sided generals, admirals, and all that. And the good ones can't do their job because of the bad ones. We got people that's supposed to be protecting our country. Might as well be standing there and with a big old sign, "Come on in. Come on in." They ain't no different putting up a sign doing that. And the fact is, you Democrats, you Republicans, you Independents, you city mayors, all of you that has to do with the city or the state, the governor, and I believe we have some good people in office that really cares about our American, but most of them are wanting to be in there for the power. Not to help the American people, but to be in there for the power. See this guy talking about how Marjorie Greene done this, done that. Of course, I don't know what she done. She did. I don't keep up with her. I know she talks too much. I invited her to come on the show, but she won't come on. There's so many politicians that I invited that won't come on my show. Now they go on UCT TV. Judy O'Neill, which is a sweet woman. She's a hard-working woman. But I'm telling you, they'll go on there and talk to her because she's Democrat. She's Democrat. She sides with her. And they'll do shows with her. Well, I ain't going to sit there and hand you a bottle and say, "Well, you're so sweet, you're a sugar tit." That's why preachers don't come on here. A lot of them don't come on here because they know that I'm going to tell them. Like Jeannie Weaver, she thinks she's a prophetess. And then you got Kenneth Copeland, you got Hagee, you got all them, you got all the swaggers, everybody. They won't come on here because they're afraid that their light that they're supposedly to shine is dark. I'm doing this show because I want you people to, you may cut it off before I finish it, but I'm trying to explain to you my life's experience and what I've seen in politics. I'm trying to explain to you of all the suffering that American people are going through and doing without because of an administration that has invited the whole world to this country. And as far as health care, that's the biggest lie that all of them is told, Democrats and Republicans. I've been hearing about health care, and then Obama, he started something that wouldn't fly. You can't even get in to see with real insurance you pay every month, private insurance. You can't hardly even get a doctor's appointment now with great insurance. Private insurance. A lot of times because there's so many people that are sick and having issues. So how in the world do you think you're going to get, if you're sick and you know everybody is lined up to go to the doctor, how do you think you're going to be able to get to a doctor fast enough before you die if you've got something wrong with you that a doctor could do to save you? If you had national health care like Kamala Harris is talking about, how do you think you would get in there? I called my doctor. I got diverticulitis. I called my doctor. I couldn't get in to see my doctor. So I had to figure a way to treat myself until I could get to my doctor. And I got Medicare. I got and private insurance. How do you think you're going to get yourself treated if the doctors are drawing a flat salary? They ain't going to be in no hurry to get you in there. They can't collect that extra insurance that they collect then. How do you think a doctor's going to let you in there? See, Harris has got that little wine that she's on. You remember Jeannie, don't she? She thinks she's Jeannie. She's going to blink her eyes. We're going to have all this stuff that she's promised. And Donald Trump, if he keeps his promise, he's going to have to work hard to keep his promise. Because this country's so screwed up, messed up, because of Biden and Harris, I don't even know how in the world or why in the world anybody want to try to straighten it out. You got to have some kind of zeal to want to do something for a country that's been tore up, messed up, divided like this country is today. And this country got divided by reminding everybody about the Civil War and all this stuff. That's like me worrying about what I did years ago. I can't do nothing about it except straighten it out. And I'll tell you something, everybody in America is not racist. I've been to places with lots of different nationalities. I've walked in clubs and I've danced with them. I've drank with them. I shook their hand. And we all were friends. We didn't look at one another's color. We was all there to have a good time together. Of course, I don't do it anymore. I mean, you take George Jefferson, the Jeffersons, and I'm going to have to shut up in a minute, but you take All in the Family and George Jefferson. Those shows were there to me to let people know and look at one another how that you look by being the way they portrayed themselves. Carol Connor and, the Jeffersons, they were basically an example of how America was, but not as bad as they say, but as a example of how stupid people look by being racist. They were an example. Their shows were the examples. And you know what? I I heard that Alex Baldwin's going back on Saturday Night Live, and it don't make no difference to me if he mocks Donald Trump. It don't make no difference to me if somebody paints herself black. It don't matter. It don't matter to me. It's just humor. And in some ways, it's not respectful. Everybody's talking about leaving the country. Donald Trump left. Well, by the time Harris gets through, you won't be in America, you'll be in South America. It'll be like a salad bowl, all kinds. Will be here when she gets through, and you'll just be nothing. You already get to be that way. American people are nothing. Don't mean nothing. The veterans don't mean nothing. All the labor that people put in to pay the Social Security, they want to take it away. Not Donald Trump. But if you will check, you will find you elderly people that think Chicago is best for you. If you will really get on the internet, I know a lot of you don't know, but you'll find that Kamala Harris is the one that's going to take your Social Security. Because those drug dealers and those immigrants are more important than you. But I hope you won't cut me off and call me a drunk. Because that's the way it is, what I said. God bless all of you.
The views and opinions expressed on all Talkin Live presentations are those of the host and their guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of the Talkin Live TV broadcast studio, or by this channel or its management.